The Europa League is full of surprises. I'm not going to lie to you. If you go back and check all the 4 games that were played in the Europa League, you understand what I'm talking about. And a lot of sports investors are not happy with the results. But in today's video, I want us to take a look at 2 games. Lyon versus Manchester United that ended up in a 2-2 draw. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this game is because of 1, I'm a Manchester United fan, and also the hype leading up to this game made it worth it, and I'm sure a lot of people watched that game. 2, because of what they did for Ernest Nuamah in that particular game. As a Ghanaian, I was really impressed. I was really happy for what they did for Ernest Nuamah, who picked up an ACL injury some few days ago. So for me, I want us to talk about that game. The second game I want us to talk about is Rangers versus Athletic Club. At this point, if you ask every investor, why are you frowning your face? Why are you sad? They'll tell you that Rangers and Athletic Club game, hey! And the reason why I want to talk about it even the more is because Inaki Williams played in that game. And I'm going to tell you about his performance. So please make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. Quickly, let's jump into it and begin with Lyon versus Manchester United. The scoreline at the end of the game is 2-2. And a lot of people might say that is a fair scoreline, but for me, as a Manchester United fan, I felt like we deserved all full 3 points from that particular game. Looking at how well we played, how well we converted our chances, it's just rather unfortunate that our goalkeeper, our striker, some of our defenders do not know what is at stake for us currently. Manchester United, we are bunkele, we have accepted. But the thing is that when it comes to this Europa League, if you are looking for one team that has not lost a game, it is Manchester United. And it is the only trophy we are fighting for this season. And I know other rival fans, the teams, they don't want United to win the Europa League because that means that United gets a straight away ticket to the UCL. You get my point. But then today is rather unfortunate. Lyon played a very good game. Now, the build up to this game alone, the hype alone, it wasn't easy. Matic versus Onana. And Onana disappointed me today. I'm not going to lie to you. Onana, which kind of goalkeeper is this? Bro, goalkeeper who told the press that Manchester United is better than Lyon. This alone made the Lyon players angry. Today they nearly just gave out one of their best performances. Like today, Lyon played extremely well. Matic also told Onana that, hey, Manchester United history, you are the worst goalkeeper, and it was true. Today, the things Onana was doing in that game, see, if you are looking for 2 positions or 2 departments that Manchester United need to look for replacement, is that goalkeeping department and that forward row, that number 9. Rasmus Højlund, I don't know. See, he should go on loan or we should bring in a proper striker so he can be a backup. I'm not going to lie to you, Manchester United. Hey! No. Like, for this game, we should have walked away with off with 3 points. But some players, they made it very, very difficult. Now, let's talk about why Ghanaians are happy all over after watching that game. Now, when Lyon scored their first goal through Amada, it was freaking to go. Onana did his own thing. Now, instead of the players celebrating, they did not celebrate. They went to take a jersey and they raised the jersey up to the fans. Now, the name on the jersey is Ernest Nuamah. Ernest Nuamah is a player of Lyon. And we all know quite of late, he was picking from, playing very well, scoring goals, giving assists. So at that point, he was able to generate some good relationship between him, the players, and also the fans. It was rather unfortunate that when Lyon was playing against Lille, he picked up an injury. Now, after further medical assessment, it was stated that he picked up an ACL injury, an ACL dear. I've already talked about this. It takes you out for a very long time. If you are lucky, you come back in the shortest possible time, which could be like 6 months. But if you are unlucky, 1 to 2 years. So for me, the player being in the stands and seeing his own teammates do that for him was a surreal moment. Was a moment he was never going to forget. See, he knows that he is not going through this recovery alone. The players are behind him. That single sign or that single expression of gesture like love to the player alone was just enough for me to say that, see, as a Manchester United fan, I'm happy that they did that for Ernest Nuamah because I'm also Ghanaian. And I'm happy that the player had that beautiful gesture from his players. It It was very beautiful, and I'm sure you go on social media and everyone is talking about it. Ernest Nuamah's JC being put up for everyone to see that he is not in this game, but then, I mean, the players are cheering him up. If Ernest Nuamah was in this game, my brothers, United would have lost the game. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's be very honest. If you saw what the players were doing, their wingers, imagine Ernest Nuamah being part of the game. Mazarawi and Dalo. Now, let's move away from that. The Manchester United game ended in the 2-2 draw, but then they'll come to Old Trafford. When they come to Old Trafford, we will show them where power lies. We will show Lyon where power lies. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Rangers versus Athletic Club. The game that is making a lot of investors frown. A lot of sports investors unhappy. Now, that game ended in a 0-0 draw. But there was a twist in that game. As early as the early part of the first half, Rangers had a red card. Their defender, Proper, it's not Proper Pad or Proper Pampers. Proper, that's the name of the defender. He committed a last man foul, a professional last man foul. So that one, the straight red card. And then he went out of the game. Do you know from first half up to the end of the game, Athletic Club were not able to score a goal, even to a point where they had a penalty, they even missed. That is where the investors, their cocoa are spy. I'm telling you, the investors here in Ghana, they have cocoa are spy. Most of them, they are asleep by now. Some of them will come and see this video tomorrow morning because right now they need to cool their hearts. It is very sad, bro. Let me tell you something. Inaki Williams featured for Athletic Club in today's game against Rangers. He tried his best. But let me tell you, at the end of the game, the Rangers goalkeeper, fantastical. He walked away with the Man of the Match award. That is where you need your goalkeepers to come into a game like this and prove that, see, regardless of the situation, they are going to save the game. They are going to save the team. Unlike Onana. Onana is Manchester United problem. Meanwhile, Kelly, the Rangers goalkeeper, he was their savior today. But Onana was our problem today. That is it. Now let me take you through Inaki Williams' performance in numbers very, very quickly. He played the full 90 minutes. He had a total touch of 58, accurate passes completed 33 out of 38, accumulating to 87%. 4 key passes in the game, crosses successful 1 out of 6, which is very poor in my own opinion. Long ball successful 1 out of 1. If you take a look at shot on target, it's 0, shot off target 2, 1 block shot, dribble attempted successful 1 out of 2, ground balls 1, 2 out of 7, and he was rated 7.4 by SofaScore. Inaki Williams today, he no sit up. You know, be say he no play bad. Like, you know, when a team gets a red card so early and they have to sit back and defend and show the pressure, you as a forward, you go tired. That was what happened to Inaki Williams. You go tired. We all know Inaki Williams, he's a runner. He is a runner. He's someone who likes to run at defenders. But this time around, the Rangers, they were sitting back. They had to sit back. They had to change the game plan. So investors who are not happy, you are not. I know, I understand. I know the feeling. But you need to take heart. Next week, Jejinim. Next week, we rave. Don't give up. Don't worry about that. Next week, we are in there and we are going to stake Athletic Club to win. But then, guys, this is the situation on grounds for the Europa League. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Manchester United and Lyon game, I beg you. Let me know what you think about that game, because if you go on social media, that is the game everyone is talking about. How Manchester United could allow Lyon score a last-minute goal. 90 plus 5 minutes. Yapon game, no, we have closed. Yapon, and they allowed Lyon come back into that game. I feel for the coach, Amorim. I feel for him. These players, all they know is they'll come and they'll go, glory. We are living in past glories. Manchester United is living in past glories. But we will still stand, and I'm going to tell you this. I've already argued this case off camera, and I'm going to say this. United are winning the Europa League. United are winning the Europa League. United are winning the Europa League. I've said it like 3 times so that it will drum very well in your ears. For those who do not believe, those rival fans, oh, our Abonkele team, we understand. But all you have to know is United are the only team that are unbeaten in the Europa League. Guys, this is what I'm going to end it. I'll see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.